Hi everyone, it's Elise. Long time no see. I haven't posted for over a year because lots of things have been happening in my life. I moved back to the UK and I'm now back in my house in Bristol. So if you want to come and hang out with me, let me know. So mindfulness meditation is the cornerstone for any spiritual practice or any esoteric practice. Whatever you're into, if you're a shaman, if you're a Zen practitioner, if you're a healer or a channeler, mindfulness meditation or like a kind of awareness meditation is basically the key for everything. It just unlocks everything. And if you have that practice locked down, then you are onto a winner. So the first thing to remember about this practice is that the simpler you can make it, the better. Don't use crystals. You don't have to wear any special clothes. You don't have to have an image of the Buddha. You don't have to get into any special position. You don't have to do anything. There's nothing that you need to do it right? You just have to be three things. You have to be alone. You have to be sitting still, right? And you have to be in silence, okay? So alone can mean, right, at a pinch, if there's no other time to do it, it can be on a train, in a car, it can be sitting at a cafe, well, in an alternative universe, in a cafe, it can be anything, as long as nobody is talking to you and you have some time alone without anyone interrupting you or interacting with you. Number two, you have to be in silence, and that means there's no internet, there's no radio, there's no TV, there's no nothing. You're just, obviously, as John Cage says, there's no such thing as silence. So just, obviously, even in the silentest, quietest place, you're always going to hear your heartbeat. You're always going to hear your breathing. So, but, silence, there may be cars going outside, but silence. And then you have to be sitting still, right? So no getting up to make yourself a cup of tea, no knitting, no watching something with the sound of nothing. You're just sitting alone in silence. So you want to be sitting up and you want to be, preferably with your back straight. So, you have your knees lap at this angle and your spine is straight. So the spine is straight. You always think your spine is straight, but actually just tip yourself back slightly and feel your abdominal muscles just engage, and that's when your spine is straight and your shoulders are down. So move your shoulders down and your head up a little bit, and you're just feeling like someone's just like lifting your head up like that. Think of this as being your special time, right? This is a luxury. This is a privilege. This is an amazing joy that you can give yourself. It's like a super present that you can give yourself. It's not something you have to do. It's not, don't make it into a guilt trip, make it into something really joyful and wonderful. And that's it. You're good. You're doing it. So you're aware of your body. That's meditating, right? You're sitting in silence and stillness and solitude. You're meditating. And that's it. So, of course, you're going to have thoughts, right? Because consciousness is a thing and we are conscious and we have thoughts, right? If you didn't have thoughts, then you would be in trouble. It would mean that maybe you'd had a lobotomy, or it would mean that you'd spent 20 years in some kind of gulag and that your ego had been robbed from you, right? So having thoughts is a thing that's going to happen, right? Just go with it. Right, so every time you think, oh, that was a thought, just come back to, here I am adjusting my posture, here I am in my kitchen, here I am sitting in my very pink bedroom. Just come back to the present moment. Come back to your body, think about your breathing and your heartbeat, the sounds outside, there may be cars going by. Just come back to the present moment. Mindfulness means just being awake to everything that's around you, being awake to your body, being awake to, your sensations. If you have a tickle somewhere or pins and needles or a slight pain, just be aware of it. You don't have to do anything about it. Just, I'm a little bit hungry. I fancy a sandwich. Okay, I'm coming back to being here right now. And that's literally all there is to it. So if you want to do it like properly, and if you want to go to a class or do some online thing or whatever it is, that's great, and please do that, right? But I've been meditating now for 30 years. That's 30, and I can tell you I've done many different kinds of meditation, and what I've just described to you is the essence of what you really need to do. And if you can do that 5 minutes a day, maybe you can do it 5 minutes 3 times a day, or maybe you can do it 20 minutes a day, or maybe you can do it, I don't know, 3 times a week. It's going to really set you up. It's going to be fantastic. And of course, there's the lotus position, and of course, there's staring at a wall and having a proper cushion and all of that stuff. But really, it's nothing for you to get stressed out about. The most important thing is that you're collected in yourself, and you're here, you're now, you're meditating. Thanks very much for watching. Goodbye.